Welcome back to Play with Matches.
Hi.
Now, we did a topic a couple weeks ago that was our most successful, most watched topic ever. Which was about Imane Khelif, the Olympic boxer. Now, some of you guys may recall that people were suspicious that maybe Imane Khelif, this person right here who's kissing the medal, might be a dude, right? It was like,
I don't know what would have given people that idea.
It might be a dude. The jaw, look at the jaw muscle right there. It looks like an egg.
Strong jaw.
No. Look at the muscle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I'm a strong one.
Okay. So after this happened, let me make sure that we're all on the same page.
The world went bananas because this person hit people harder than they've ever been hit.
Right.
Won gold.
But
beat all the ladies.
But also, where is this thing? Hang on. There was here we go.
Uh-huh.
So you guys may remember this little number right here. It's suing because of a digital lynching. Because
of what?
A digital lynching.
Lynching?
They were harassed.
Shut up.
They got harassed.
Digital lynching.
That is the term that they used.
That's insulting.
I mean,
it's insulting.
Listen, I think what would be more insulting would be to call all of us racist, misogynistic psychos, which is exactly what they did. So, just to recap this story, because where we're going is shocking the world in one of the most unbelievable twists in a story ever.
Okay.
Her coach from Algeria, the genius, was giving an interview.
That's his name?
No, I'm saying he's a genius.
Oh.
Obviously, based on this story.
Okay.
He's giving an interview, and in said interview, they discussed the entire harassment, whatever, and he failed to recognize that if he wants to defend her, which is exactly what he was doing, he should definitely not say it in the event that he knew that she actually did test positive for having XY chromosomes.
This was a very roundabout way of saying something. So the coach said that this boxer has XY chromosome?
Yep, there you go. Imane Khelif's trainer admits problem with chromosomes after boxer took gold. This poor girl was devastated.
Problem.
So here is why
we
went that direction.
I want to know what the exact statement was.
I am going to show you.
Okay.
But first, it's very important because I already know the world is going to go, oh, really? Where is this story written?
That's why I want to know.
Where is this story written, Jesse Gabi? Because you know what? I don't even believe it. It's probably some right-wing crazy pants place that's just lying. They're probably just lying.
I don't think our subscribers say that.
I wasn't saying our subscribers were.
Oh.
But just in case someone stumbled on it who wanted to be a little prick. Like, let's say Trayvon watched it and he's all, oh my God.
Oh, you just made his life.
So, this is on the dailymail.co.uk.
Okay.
This is the story about Imane Khelif saying that the world harassed her.
Digital lynching.
Yes. Okay. So let me read to you how this is written in this exact periodical that ended up exposing the coach. Misinformation on the internet and the results of an unspecified eligibility test by a controversial and discredited boxing body led to the suggestion that Khelif, along with fellow Olympian Lin Yu-ting of Taiwan, was not female. But Khelif's lawyer says blah, 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 harassment, blah, 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 misinformation, racist, patriarchal scum.
Oh.
That's how that's all written.
Yes. Okay.
So, I guess the fact that they both won gold was a coincidence. Everybody said beforehand, like
that could have nothing to do.
There's something shady going on.
That they might actually have XY chromosomes.
And the fact that they might look like boys. But, okay, again, I want to be very clear that what this video is absolutely not to say whether these two people are girls, boys, or other.
Okay.
This is about media and social media gaslighting, because what I heard everywhere was that was misinformation. It's not true.
Yeah.
The International Boxing Association that said that they had failed a gender test is not credible. No. They're in the pocket of Vladimir Putin. And listen, guys.
And somehow connected to Trump, probably.
Right. Don't say his name. But yeah, for sure. It's about Putin. Putin is doing this just to ruin the Olympics for everyone. That's just the truth. He just wants to ruin the Olympics. And you're like,
He's such a selfish, angry man.
guys.
Okay.
Okay.
So what did the coach say?
Well, the coach who was being interviewed about the harassment claims. Here's the story. The coach of controversial Olympic gold medalist Imane Khelif has let it slip that a problem with the chromosomes prompted boxing chiefs to ban her from women's competition last year.
What is the problem?
Hey, and by the way, person writing this, you guys are going to apologize for calling it misinformation, right?
No.
Okay. The International Boxing Association disqualified her after conducting medical tests, which suggested the powerful welterweight was biologically male. But the Algerian brushed aside all opposition after being allowed to compete as a woman by the Olympics simply because it said woman on her passport.
That's the definition of a woman. I think we clarified that in one of our other videos.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now her coach, George Cazorla, has confirmed that the tests identified a problem with hormones and with chromosomes, suggesting that she may have the XY gender chromosomes typical of a man. Here's his quote.
I'm sorry. That just said typical of a man.
It's a man. All right.
It's just like a typical thing.
Right. So this
Or how about that's the exact biological differentiation right there.
This poor young girl was devastated to suddenly discover that she might not be a girl, he told French magazine Le Point.
Okay, if that is the truth, that would be sad.
No, that is exactly what happened.
Like so we think that this Imane Khelif boxer had
did not know.
Idea. Okay,
Yes.
then that actually changes my whole feeling on everything. To be honest.
I have nothing against. I mean, I said this in my live stream last night. I got no issue with Imane Khelif.
That this person went and competed in the female division, knowing full well that they had XY chromosome, and were just like, whatever,
Intersex.
I don't care. Yeah,
And they knew.
Yeah. If this fighter, and I will call her she, if she actually grew up.
I called her she all day
her
yesterday.
whole life, like thinking that she was 100% a female.
Like if she has a vagina.
And if this is how it came out, like, damn, that changes everything for me, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean,
Again,
you can tell me I'm wrong.
No. I
don't think she should have the gold medal because it's not fair. I still believe that, but I have a whole other new degree of empathy for this person.
I agree. That's exactly what I said in my live stream last night. I was like, I just want to be very clear. I got no issue with Imane Khelif. My issue
Zero.
is with.
But she doesn't get to keep the gold medal, unfortunately.
I mean, yeah, sure. I just don't care about that really. My point is about how information is given to the public and then disseminated and then like is attacked by the mainstream infrastructure. It's unbelievable to me. All we said was that this person clearly was like had tested out of the, like, why would the IBA just make this up? Where could this possibly come from? The IBA is quoted as saying, Imane Khelif has XY chromosomes. And we're like, XY chromosomes, that's a dude. Whether they're intersex or not. And there was an onslaught of counter information that straight up said it's made up. None of it's true. They never had any chromosome test, does not have any testosterone test. None of it. It's just a lie. Like all of it's just a lie. We're like, and I kept saying, I'm like, why would they make that up? And
Right.
and this person, she like when she got disqualified, she didn't even appeal it. Like she didn't even appeal it. So,
which doesn't that make you think that maybe she did know? I mean, I don't know.
well, the whole point is shut the fuck up, you woke weirdos. You guys don't know anything about anything. Clearly, you know nothing. This has nothing to do with her or him or however you want to classify XY chromosomes with an external vagina, whatever. I don't like. I'm not getting into the fucking
complicated.
I'm not getting into the weeds on that. My point was always, and you can go back and watch any of my videos that I did on this. Okay, I was like, look, I don't necessarily even have a good answer for this, right? If it is an intersex situation where you have internal testes like, testosterone, whatever, it doesn't seem fair.
It's not fair.
But at least there is a conversation there to be had. But this is disinformation and just discount all of it. That's absolutely exactly what they did during the entire pandemic, where you're like, we're just trying to have a conversation with you. They're all, oh my God, listen to these conspiracy theorists. Oh my God, are you serious? You really believe that there's myocarditis? You really believe that? And you're all,
yeah.
Maybe.
I'm trying to learn.
Hang on, like, you really believe it's impossible? That's your position? That it's impossible. Why? They're all, Fauci told me. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, your ability
Right.
to disseminate information is non-existent. Okay?
That's true.
That's my
It's
point.
true. No, that's a good point. It's a fair point.
And like now, you guys are all going to apologize, right? Because you guys are so confident that this was a non-issue, right? Of course not. What they're going to do is they're going to go, you know what, man? XY chromosomes are not what makes you a girl. They're just going to immediately change, like move the goalposts and then argue with you and tell you that you are a racist, transphobic, homophobe. Like it is absolutely infuriating. I already know what you're going to do. You predictable motherfuckers. You do the same shit every time.
You're like hot.
They are incapable of, okay, I was wrong. They are not capable of it.
It's true. Well, I think that's just the media in general.
No. I'm talking about people like, I don't know, RG3 as an example on X.
Who?
Robert Griffin III, former NFL quarterback, very famous, and like the wokest douchebag on earth.
No clue.
He does this on everything. And you're like, are you going to apologize?
No.
Like, are you going to at least acknowledge? No, you're just going to change the goalposts and say, oh, well, I didn't care if she had XY chromosomes. Oh, you didn't fucking care? You said this. You said it's fake news. Mm-hmm. You said it was a lie. So now you just don't care.
Yeah.
Infuriating.
You can tell.
I will always be like, dude, I was wrong about that. I have done it 1,000 times.
Yes.
It's not very often because my ability to disseminate information is very good, and I always leave myself out because I know what I don't know.
Or digest information.
Disseminate.
I thought disseminate was like handout information.
No, disseminate is to take in information and like pull out what is important, what's not, what's credible, what's not.
Dissecting. I don't know that that's the right.
Look it up.
Yeah, I think disseminate is like to give out, but I could be
No,
wrong.
that's distribute, you goof.
I don't know. Let's find out.
To give out is distribute. Disseminate.
To spread widely. See, I'm correct. What
Click
are you
on
gonna
it.
say?
Click on it.
Hold on. What are you gonna say? What are you supposed to say when you're wrong?
Hold on.
What are you supposed to say? Still waiting.
That's wrong.
Still waiting.
I knew that's what
He
it meant.
just said that Oxford Dictionary is wrong.
I knew that's what it was.
I don't even care what disseminate means.
No, I said disseminate is to distribute widely. That doesn't sound right, dude.
It's 100% right.
Well, what's the word I'm looking for?
Dissect, digest. Yeah. Those
No,
are the words.
like where you are assessing
Filter?
information.
Assess.
Really?
You're really, yeah.
Fucking idiots. No one knows what that word means. Okay, I stand corrected. But I have been saying that a lot for a long time, dude.
Well,
I have been incorrectly using the word disseminate a lot, dude.
yeah, because the media is the one who disseminates information. The people digest information.
So what I have been using it in the terms of is I'm very good at
take things
in and then analyzing whether or not that's
Analyze
credible.
information. That's another way you could say it.
It's kind of a lame way. I like disseminate better. But
I just like to use the wrong word. Really keeps people on their toes.
object pertinence.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah. Object permanence.
Sorry to take us on that tangent.
Yeah,
but now Jesse will know the right word, so you're welcome.
I'm going to always use disseminate.
Please don't.
No, I'm going to.
No.
You'll know what it means.
New definition by Jesse on Fire.
If I say disseminate, what I mean is take it in and evaluate the credibility.
It's just wrong. It's okay.
You're wrong. I think Oxford's wrong.
I'm glad that we've come total full circle here in this conversation.
Yeah. But anyway, so bottom line is.
So you're wrong? That's what you're trying to say?
Of course I was wrong.
Okay, just for the people.
But.
See? It's good.
Disseminate would be a much better word if used the way that I use it. All right. So what we're going to do with this portion of the video is we're going to sit here right now and we're just going to wait for someone who said that it was all disinformation and that everybody who was questioning is all just right-wing lunatics. We're just going to wait for them to apologize. Oh, so it's never, ever, 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 ever going to happen. Let me ask you this, though. Can I ask you a question?
What?
Do you think that it's reasonable? Oops, that's the wrong one. Do you think it's reasonable for, like given this new information that this happened? Wow. That Imane Khelif filed a lawsuit over people online saying that, listen, it's not fair. This is a man.
Do I think what was the question?
Is it reasonable for her to have filed a lawsuit?
No, it's
absurd.
It's absurd.
Ludicrous.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I do feel for this person if this is really how they found out, but to expect that the world population would not have strong feelings about finding out that a potentially biological male male biological whatever was competing in a women's sport in the Olympics is ridiculous. Of course the world has feelings about it, and we're allowed to voice our opinions on it and our feelings on it. Now, I have changed my strongness maybe of my feelings towards this person, finding out that maybe they learned right now. Do I feel differently towards that human being? Absolutely. Do I have more empathy? 100% I do. Absolutely, if that's really what happened.
I don't see why anyone would doubt it. The coach sounds like they're so good at telling the truth that they don't realize you shouldn't tell the truth about that.
But do I think that impacts the strongness and the feelings of people saying like there was male biology in the women's boxing division, like that gold medal needs to come back and go to a female? I agree with that. I still agree with that. And I feel like people should be allowed to have their feelings. Now, do people take it too far and say some mean things? Probably, yeah. But digital lynching is a very, very strong term. Like, let's remember what lynching actually is.
Thank you. And bottom line, the people that they called out specifically, Logan Paul as an example.
Yeah.
Now, we know Logan Paul has me blocked on social media. Me and Logan Paul are not friends. Now, from my seat, it might be because he just can't take a joke. You can't take a joke, or I made a fake interview with your girlfriend who's sorry, mother of his kid. I take it back. I apologize. Don't go around suing people and people won't be dicks to you. But nonetheless, he files frivolous lawsuit. I don't think that his lawsuits are, well, no, they are just as frivolous. But all he said was, this is the epitome of evil. A female athlete just had her dreams stolen from her by a male athlete competing in the female division. This is evil. Is that even factually inaccurate necessarily?
No. I mean, the evil part is
subjective.
Subjective, yes.
Subjective. Not a digital lynching.
No.
That is a person who found out a fact, which turned out to be a fact.
Yeah.
And then stated their opinion. That's what that is. So your lawsuit is stupid.
But I mean, this is obviously someone's lawyer saying like, hey, let's build you a case and make you more famous and get you paid.
Do you want to read the statement from this lawyer? Let me read this to you, actually. It is absurd.
Of course it is.
So we left off at misinformation.
Yeah. Results of a
controversial discredited governing body. Okay, here is what her attorneys said. Having just won a gold medal at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, the boxer Imane Khelif has decided to take on a new fight, that of justice, dignity, and honor. Why do they spell it with the U?
That's just how you spell it in Canada and the UK.
Dumb.
They do it with flavor and color.
Miss Khelif has recruited our firm.
That's how I learned to spell them all when I was little, by the way.
Well, that's why you were never as smart as me. Which has filed yesterday a complaint for aggravated cyber harassment with the online hate unit of the Paris prosecutor's office. Yeah. The criminal investigation will determine who has initiated this misogynistic, racist, and sexist campaign, but will also focus on who has fed this digital lynching.
I can't get over that term. It is so absurd.
It's ludicrous. The unfair harassment suffered by this champion boxer will remain the greatest stain on these Olympic Games. Keep in mind, this person has XY chromosomes and everything everyone said was true. Okay. Well, I guess the people called her transgender. That was not accurate, but Khelif has defied the misinformation throughout the competition and told a press conference after winning her medal, "I am a woman. Like any woman, I was born a woman and I have lived as a woman, but there are enemies to success and they can't digest my success." Let's go ahead and digest that. Let's disseminate that statement right there. Okay? I am a woman. Okay, maybe.
Sure, okay.
Like any woman. Nope.
Not like any woman.
No. Gabrielle, do you have internal testes and testosterone?
I do not.
Do you have XY chromosomes?
I do not.
I would say you are more like most women.
Thank you.
I was born a woman. Okay, debatable, but yep, okay. And I have lived as a woman. Okay.
That's true, yeah.
There you go. There are enemies to success.
What does that mean?
That's true. They can't digest my success. That's true also.
I
However,
also don't understand how it's all... Okay, go ahead.
the reason they can't digest your success, is because you tested positive for XY chromosomes. That's why they can't digest it. I don't think it has to do with you personally. She later added, all that is being said about me on social media is immoral.
Okay.
I want to change the minds of people around the world.
To what?
So that you have XX chromosomes? Because
Like
you
what?
don't, right?
What are you changing our minds about?
Khelif and Lynn are both previous Olympic competitors. The Algerian represented her country at Tokyo 2020, where she was defeated by Ireland's Kelly Harrington in the quarterfinals, while Lynn failed to make it past the early rounds at the same games. Irrelevant. The row came...
No, that's relevant to their case because they're like, see?
Yeah.
Didn't beat all the girls.
Back when you were 12. Okay. The row came about because...
Yeah, how old does it mean?
24, I think. Okay. Because of a reputed eligibility test Khelif underwent in 2023 after she fought Russian boxer Azalea Imaneva during the IBA Women's World Championships in New Delhi. The IBA, a troubled and discredited sporting body, said both Khelif and Lynn,
annoying.
who also underwent the test, had failed to meet required necessary eligibility criteria.
Like being a woman.
Like
genetically.
Not having...
Genetically being a woman.
Exactly. Both were dropped from the championship, and Imaneva, a hitherto undefeated Russision prospect, retained a perfect win record that would have otherwise been halted by Khelif's victory. Oh, okay. So they must have just completely lied then. Our girl just got beat by a dude, so let's go make sure that is actually a girl, and it turned out that it wasn't. But the IBA has never declared exactly what the tests were. That's not true. The president said it was an XY chromosome situation. However, online misinformation has suggested Khelif possessed XY chromosomes, making her biologically male. Again, keep in mind, this is in the article about her lawsuit. Subsequent to this, her coach verified exactly that, the XY chromosomes. And she was that she was transgender. But Khelif was born female, carries a female passport, and is from Algeria,
the passport thing to me is the most hilarious.
It's absurd. Where it is illegal to change your gender. The IBA
has anyone else gotten a passport in their lives? Is there any sort of testing involved, or do you just check a box and say female or male?
Yeah.
The fact that they keep going back to it's
absurd. And here you go. The IBA has also refused to share further details of its test, saying the specifics would remain confidential. Oh, you mean protecting someone's medical records? No, everyone's all, we want to see the exact dynamics of her medical records. And they're like, we're not at liberty to just give out people's medical records. We're just telling you we tested her and she didn't qualify. They're all, well, then I guess it means you're lying. They're all,
or am bound by HIPAA.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if they have HIPAA over there, but
I'm sure they have a HIPAA-esque organization.
Yeah. The IOC hit out at the aggression against these two athletes based entirely on this arbitrary decision, which was taken without any proper procedure. It said, every person has the right to practice sport without discrimination. Oh, is that right?
I mean, that's true.
Hey, I want to compete in a fucking arm wrestling competition with Gabrielle. Is that fair?
That statement is not untrue. Like, every person has a right to practice sport without discrimination if you are competing against people that are the same as you.
Right. Like, how about everyone else in the division deserves to be able to practice sport without going up against a person who has a massively unfair advantage? Lynn has also scooped a gold medal in the featherweight final after winning her bout on Saturday. The IBA was dropped by the International Olympic Committee last year amid longstanding concern about its governance and transparency. The firm is largely financed by Russian state and energy firm Gazprom and has been presided over by Uzbek. Oh, so I'm sure this has nothing to do with like Ukraine and all that, and it's obviously all about that. And then again, fast forward to here, and oopsie poopsie, she does in fact have XY chromosomes. Oh my God.
The whole thing is nuts.
Shut the fuck up, you guys. Okay? You were wrong, and you can suck on that all night long. I have to edit that out. That's enough, you guys. We love you.
Bye.